Good afternoon, everyone. Today, my lecture, I am going to discussing about sexually transmitted diseases. Sexual transmitted diseases or sexual transmitted infections are defined as uh, infections transmitted through the sexual intercourse. There are most common communicable diseases transmitted predominantly or entirely by sexual intercourse. The causative organisms are often delicate and do not remain viable for long outside the body. So these all these organisms are very delicate organisms. Once exposed to outside environment, um, they cannot survive. Survival of these organisms depends on transmission by direct contact between mucosal surface. The organisms causing top 10 sexual transmitted diseases include Treponema pallidum, Neisseria gonorrhea, Haemophilus ducrey, Chlamydia trachomatis due to K serotypes, Trichomonas vaginalis, Candida albicans, HIV, human papillomavirus, herpes simplex virus, and hepatitis B virus. All these important features. First feature transmitted by sexual intercourse, generally caused very delicate. Direct contact between mucosal surface essential for transmission, generally produce genital lesions but may also cause severe systemic diseases. There are two types. One is localized, second one is systemic type of STD. Localized symptoms shows only in the male and female genitalia. And systemic infections transmitted through the sexual intercourse, but localized, there is no localized symptoms, only systemic, like HIV, human immunodeficiency virus infection, and hepatitis B viral infection, hepatitis C viral infections. And in case of in sometimes in case of oral anal contact, several intestinal pathogens like salmonella, shigella, hepatitis A virus, giardia lamblia, and entamoeba histolytica can act as opportunistic pathogens in sexual transmitted diseases. Next, changing incidence and pattern of STDs. High incidence in First World War. Cure was not available. High incidence in Second World War, but cure was available. In that time, Alexander Fleming in 1927 he introduced penicillin, one of the first antibiotic. He treated to wounds and several bullet injury wounds and so many infections like STD and gram positive bacteria causing wound infections, all are treated with penicillin antibiotic. Next, high incidence in 1960 to 1985 due to emergence of drug resistance. Drug resistance, due to drug resistance, is infections or healing is delayed because of drug resistance. Pattern change from gonorrhea to syphilis, syphilis to chlamydia, chlamydia to HIV. Now, sexual transmitted diseases classified into bacterial, viral, fungal, and parasitic, and others, ectoparasites. First, coming to, we will see one by one. Bacterial, so many bacteria causes sexual transmitted infections. First one, Neisseria gonorrhea, it causes gonorrhea. And Chlamydia trachomatis is one of the first STD causing organism, and second, Neisseria gonorrhea is the second most STD causing organism after Chlamydia trachomatis. And vaginitis. Gardnerella vaginalis and many anaerobes and Moblincus organisms. Third one is chancroid, Haemophilus ducreyi. Fourth one, granuloma inguinale or donovanosis. Calmetobacterium granulomatosis. This is the old name. Now recent name is Klebsiella granulomatosis. Next to spirochetes, syphilis, Treponema pallidum. Causative organism is Treponema pallidum. Next, chlamydia. Non-specific urethritis is caused by Chlamydia trachomatis serotype D2K. Lymphogranuloma venereum. It is caused by Chlamydia trachomatis type type L1, L2, L3. Next, mycoplasma, pelvic inflammatory disease, non-specific urethritis. Mycoplasma hominis Neisseria gonorrhea also causes pelvic inflammatory disease, and non-specific urethritis, ureaplasma, ureolyticum, T-strain mycoplasma. Chlamydia, non-specific urethritis, mycoplasma hominis, lymphogranuloma venereum, Chlamydia trachomatis, L1, L2, L3. Next, protozoa. Trichomoniasis, Trichomonas vaginalis. So, parasitology, intestinal protozoa, and oral and genital protozoa, and like different classifications of protozoals. So, in that genital or tissue, protozoans are one of the Trichomonas vaginalis. And dysentery it is caused by this also. Entamoeba histolytica also causes STD, sexual transmitted disease. Diarrhea and Giardia lamblia. Fungi, vaginal thrush, Candida albicans. Vaginal thrush is caused by Candida albicans. Next, others are ectoparasites, pubic lice, Pitherius pubis, genital scabies, Sarcoptes scabies, viruses, all viral infections. Those viruses causing sexual transmitted diseases or systemic pattern. Previous all those are causes localized symptoms like indurated ulcers, chancroid, hard and soft chancre, painful, painless. All are causes different shows different types of lesions and different types of symptoms localized. But all the viral infections does not show any localized ulcers or lesions. Only these viral STD are causing systemic infections, HIV. All other system is involved. Immune status. It affects immune status, and it affects other parasitic infections, secondary infections, and genital herpes, herpes simplex. Few herpes simplex, genital herpes, it shows some lesions, but warts, human papilloma warts, and hepatitis B virus, hepatitis C virus. Remember, HIV, hepatitis B virus, hepatitis C virus, these three are systemic. Genital warts and these two different. I will discuss later one by one. So, urethritis. Urethritis etiology, urethral discharge caused by urethritis is common manifestations of STD in man. Urethritis following sexual contact may be principally of two types: gonococcal urethritis, non-gonococcal urethritis. Epidemiology is gonorrhea. Transmission occurs by direct sexual contact, and prevalence is higher in 20 to 25 years old sexually promiscuous males. Reported incidence in higher in men than that in women. 3:1 ratio. 3:1 ratio, probably due to greater frequency of asymptomatic diseases in women. So women's most of the time women's are carriers, acts as carriers for carrying for STD, sexual transmitted diseases. Non-gonococcal erythritis transmission is normally by direct sexual contact. Prevalence of non-gonococcal erythritis is seen in same type of population as in gonorrhea. Incidence of non-gonococcal erythritis and gonococcal erythritis are almost same. Trachomatis is responsible for 30 to 40% cases of erythritis. See here, causative agents of sexual transmitted infections. Agents causing local manifestations: genital ulcers, urethral discharge, vaginal discharge, genital warts. Agents causing systemic manifestations. Now, agents causing local manifestations: genital ulcers, syphilis, Treponema pallidum. So it is one of the spirochete, Treponema pallidum. So this syphilis is transmitted exclusively by sexual contact and promiscuous individuals are predominantly affected. Treponema pallidum can cross the placenta to infect the fetus and thus producing congenital syphilis. Adult syphilis was checked till 1980. Since then, the frequency is in increase. Primary syphilis, it causes primary syphilis chancroid. Chancre, hard chancre. Chancre is different, chancroid is different. Hard chancre, it is a painless indurated ulcer on the male and female genitalia. So this chancre is painless, chancroid is painful. Chancre, hard chancre is seen in primary syphilis, and soft chancroid is seen in Haemophilus ducreyi infection. So, in syphilis, primary stage, regional lymph nodes, inguinal or enlarged, discrete, rubbery, and painless. Okay. Next, that is primary syphilis. Herpes genitalis, herpes simplex virus infections, chancroid caused by Haemophilus ducreyi, lymphogranuloma venereum, chlamydia trachomatis, donovanosis, Klebsiella granulomatis, urethral discharge, gonorrhea, Neisseria gonorrhea. So, in Neisseria gonorrhea, urethral discharge is the discharge is commonly used for the laboratory diagnosis, one of the preliminary diagnosis for gram staining and culture with the help of sterile loop. Sterile loop is used to collect the urethral discharge for the diagnosis. A non-gonococcal erythritis caused by chlamydia trachomatis, ureaplasma ureolyticum, mycoplasma genitalium, mycoplasma hominis, herpes simplex virus, candida albicans, and trichomonas vaginalis. Next, vaginal discharge, vulvovaginal candidiasis caused by Candida albicans and non-albicans candida. Bacterial vaginosis, Gardnerella vaginalis mobilincus species, Trichomonas vaginitis. Trichomonal vaginitis, it is caused by Trichomonas vaginalis. Next, genital warts, Condyloma acuminata. Condyloma acuminata, human caused by human papilloma virus. Human papilloma virus, it causes genital warts. Nowadays for HPV, vaccine is available for human papilloma virus. Agents causing systemic manifestations, bacterial Pelvic inflammatory disease is caused by Neisseria gonorrhea, Chlamydia trachomatis, and viral, non-genital, only systemic. There is no localized lesions. It doesn't shows any localized lesions like bacteria, chancre, hard chancre, soft chancroid, all those. Only it shows systemic infections, exclusively systemic. HIV, hepatitis B viral infection, hepatitis C viral infections. Coming to Neisseria gonorrhea, found only in humans. Gonorrhea, second most common venereal disease after Chlamydia trachomatis. Neisseria gonorrhea, it is a gram-negative cocci. Neisseria gonorrhea, gonococcus, it is a gram-negative cocci. Pili is present. That pili, there are several pathogenesis mode of transmission. Mode of transmission is sexual intercourse, and this disease causing organs. Disease causing organs, for adherent. This pili is adherent to the genital epithelial cells. Epithelium. A Neisseria gonorrhea of sexual transmitted lower genital tract disease, acute erythritis in men, endocervicitis in women. Neisseria gonorrhea untreated can progress to epididymis, prostatitis, erythral stricture, salpingitis in female, salpingitis, tubo-ovarian abscess, and pelvic inflammatory disease. Finally, in female leads to sterility. Gonorrhea clinical features: purulent urethral or vaginal discharge of acute onset, dysuria, frequency in males, asymptomatic in females, may involve rectum or oropharynx, usually asymptomatic. Diagnosis is specimens: urethral, cervical, rectal, or throat swab and swabs, plate directly or sent to laboratory in transport medium, amines transport medium. Direct gram film, typical intracellular gram negative cocci in males. Isolation culture, gonococcal selective media, Thayer-Martin medium, typical translucent colonies. After 24 hours of incubation, typical translucent colonies turning purple with oxidase reagent. So, highly oxidase positive. Identifying rapid carbohydrate utilization test for enzymes co-agglutination with monoclonal antibody in a test kit. Rapid diagnostic techniques: direct immunofluorescence, ELISA, and DNA probe. Antibiotic sensitivity testing a must, since resistance is increasing to many antibiotics, particularly to penicillin. Next one is chancroid, soft sore. We also called as soft sore. Common in developing countries, strong association with HIV infection. This chancre is different. Chancre is a painless ulcer, painless indurated lesion caused by the Treponema pallidum, primary syphilis. Chancroid is caused by Haemophilus ducreyi. It is a painful ulcer. You remember these two differences. Hard chancre, chancroid. Hard chancre is caused by Treponema pallidum. Soft chancroid or soft sore is caused by Haemophilus ducreyi, painful ulcer. Clinical features: papule or on genital area erodes, forms painful non-indurated ulcer with ragged edges and yellow exudate at the base, associated often with painful enlargement of local lymph nodes. So, diagnosis: direct gram film, slender gram negative bacteria arranged and massive giving appearance of school of fish. Culture: 25% rabbit blood agar selective media with growth factor 10. Molecular polymerase chain reaction, highly sensitive. Next one, non-specific erythritis or cervicitis, 50% due to chlamydia and 50% due to mycoplasma. Clinical features. Clinical features are males acute purulent erythral discharge with dysuria and erythral discomfort. Pus cells are present in first 10 to 15 ml voided urine. Complications: epididymis, prostatitis, proctitis, Ritter syndrome, erythritis plus arthritis plus conjunctivitis. These three common together called as symptoms together called Ritter syndrome. Women mostly asymptomatic complications: pelvic inflammatory disease, salpingitis, infertility. Diagnosis: smear and swabs examined for antigen by ELISA, immunofluorescence, DNA probe, or by PCR. Isolation rarely done. Specimens: urethral, cervical smears and swabs. Sometimes base of the ulcer is squeezed and that X-rays is collected with the help of platinum loop or swabs. Tissue culture can be employed. Intracytoplasmic inclusions can be seen by immunofluorescence. Next, chlamydial diseases. This Chlamydia trachomatis, there are several serotypes are there in Chlamydia trachomatis. First one, lymphogranuloma venereum. It is a sexual transmitted disease caused by Chlamydia trachomatis type L1, L2 and L3. Is prevalent mainly in tropical and subtropical countries. Primary lesions, papillovesicular, secondary lesions, discharging sinuses, on the male and female genitalia, infected male and female genitalia. Lymphogranuloma venereum, endemic in Asia, Africa and South America. Clinical features: painless ulcer on the penis followed by painful enlargement of nodes in groin. Suppuration follows leading to sinuses. Diagnosis: serology by complement fixation test or microimmunofluorescence test. Next one is trichomoniasis. Trichomoniasis is commonly caused by Trichomonas vaginalis. Clinical features: it is a protozoan disease. Trichomonas vaginalis is a tissue protozoa, especially in the genital region. Clinical features: common diseases of women: offensive greenish yellow, frothy offensive greenish yellow discharge. I'll just show you the see, this is the no cyst form, only tropozoites form. Only tropozoites are found. Men are usually asymptomatic. Female, vaginitis purulent discharge. Diagnosis: demonstration of tropozoites in wet film, Giemsa stained smear. So this pathogenesis of Trichomonas vaginalis is obligate. It is an obligate parasite. It cannot survive outside the body, human body. It is always adherent to the urethra, vagina or urethra, cause superficial lesions. It infects squamous epithelium but not columnar epithelium. So protein liquids are protease, lactic and acetic acid, which lowers the pH of vaginal fluid. Okay, so once the vaginal pH, normal vaginal pH is 4.5. Once the vaginal pH is increased to from 4.5, that indicates STD, sexual transmitted diseases takes place. Next, clinical manifestations of Trichomonas vaginalis: vulvovaginitis, erythritis, purulent abnormal vaginal discharge, strawberry cervix, vaginal erythema, and vaginal irritation are common signs and symptoms of acute infection. On examination, vulval and vaginal epithelium are found fiery red, inflamed mucosa lining the vagina, and ectocervix shows puncture and hemorrhage. Strawberry mucosa. In men, it shows incubation period is usually 10 days, but it can vary between 4 to 28 days. Epididymis, prostatitis, penile ulceration are seen in men. And this is one of the non-gonococcal erythritis, Trichomonas vaginalis. This also cause complication, one of the complication, pelvic inflammatory diseases. Laboratory diagnosis is wet film. Wet film, you can see the this tropozoites in the vaginal discharges. In iodine wet wound, it is not done because cystic stage is absent. Iodine wet wound is not done because cystic stage is absent. Acridine orange staining. Acridine orange staining is a rapid, accurate method for demonstration of trichomonas. One of the advanced method, acridine orange stain. And culture also available, gold standard for the diagnosis of Trichomonas vaginalis infection. So it is cultured anaerobically, aerobically. It is a positive culture that active motile tropozoites demonstrated after 48 hours of incubation. Next one is thrush, Candida. So, Candida, it causes many infections like systemic infections, cutaneous infections, and genital infections also. Okay, and this Candida albicans and other than non-Candida albicans, both are causing thrush. Okay, vaginal thrush. Clinical features: white membranous patches with itching and irritation. Discharge could be white, thick, or thin, watery. Cord-like discharge that indicates candidiasis, vaginal candidiasis. Diagnosis usually clinical. Swabs can be taken. Gram stain shows gram-positive yeast cells with budding pseudo hyphae. Culture on Sabros dextrose agar. Next, syphilis, primary, secondary stage, tertiary stage, latent stage. You already read seen in Treponema pallidum, spirochetes, latent stage and early stage, late stage, all. In this only, I'll briefly explaining the primary stage of syphilis because in this stage is related to the STD. Hot chancre on genitals, painless, avascular, circumscribed, indurated ulcer lesion covered with a thick, glary exudate rich in spirochetes. It heals spontaneously in 10 to 40 days. See, this is the primary syphilis ulcer, hot chancre on genitals, painless, avascular, circumscribed, indurated, ulcerated lesion covered with thick, glary exudate. So, diagnosis, direct demonstration of dark ground microscopy. Dark ground microscopy. Serology, non-treponemal venereal disease research laboratory, VDRL test, rapid plasma reagent test, automated reagent test, treponemal test, treponema pallidum heme agglutination test, fluorescent treponemal antibody absorption test, enzyme linked immunosorbent assay test. These are all the molecular test. Next, important principles in syphilis serology. Use either treponema pallidum heme agglutination test and VDRL combination or ELISA for screening. A different treponemal test from that used for screening should be used to confirm a reactive result. Other treponema diseases such as AS also give positive test in serological test for syphilis. Always test a patient with positive syphilis test for HIV infection with consent. Next, bacterial vaginosis. Bacterial vaginosis agents, it is caused by Gardnerella vaginalis and Mobilincus. Gardnerella vaginalis, formerly known as Haemophilus vaginalis or Corynebacterium vaginalis, isolated from the normal female genital tract in low numbers when outnumbered causes a condition called bacterial vaginosis. Normally, this low bacteria is present in the female genital region. Once the count is increased, once the count is increased, that indicates bacterial vaginosis. It is a gram negative, appears gram variable in smears, non-motile, small pleomorphic rod which shows metachromatic granules. It produces minute hemolytic colonies and blood agar, incubated aerobically under 5% carbon dioxide 24 to 48 hours, catalase oxidase indole urease negative. Bacterial vaginosis. Bacterial vaginosis affects women of reproductive age. This condition is associated with an alteration of the normal vaginal flora, which is as follows. Increase in the concentration of Gardnerella vaginalis, Mobilincus, several other anaerobes, Prevotella and Peptostreptococcus, Mycoplasma hominis. Decrease in the concentration of Lactobacillus. Lactobacilli usually maintain the acidic pH. So, Lactobacilli, it secretes lactic acid, it maintains female vaginal pH is 4.5. So, whenever the other organism count is increased, this vaginal pH is increased. That indicates abnormal infections causes by other organisms like Gardnerella vaginalis, Mobilincus. Once the count is increased, that indicates the maybe sexual transmitted diseases and other fungal other infections. Risk factors. Bacterial vaginosis is associated with the following risk factors coexisting other infections such as HIV, Chlamydia trachomatis and Neisseria gonorrhea. Premature rupture of membrane and preterm labor. Laboratory diagnosis. Bacterial vaginosis is so named because there is no associated inflammation. It is clinically diagnosed by Amsel's criteria. Amsel's criteria means bacterial vaginosis is diagnosed if any three of four conditions. I'll tell you. First one is profuse, thin, viscous, white, homogeneous vaginal discharge. Second, pH of the vaginal discharge more than 4.5. Third one, accentuation of distinct fishy odor. Fishy odor is a whiff test. Whiff test means vaginal discharge is mixed with equal amount of 10% potassium hydroxide. So once it is mixed on the microscopic slide, we can observe the odor, fishy odor. If fishy odor comes, that is the test is positive. That indicates Gardnerella and other clue cells. Glue cells are present microscopically. The test is positive. The test is called whiff test. Clue cells, they are vaginal epithelial cells coated with cocobacilli. Cocobacilli which have granular appearance and indistinct borders observed on a wet mount. Nugent's score, it is a scoring system followed for the diagnosis of bacterial vaginosis done by counting the number of Gardnerella vaginalis, Mobilincus, Lactobacilli present in the gram stain smear. Okay, drug of choice is oral metronidazole given 500 mg twice daily for 7 days. Complications, chorioamnionitis, premature rupture of membrane, preterm delivery. Next, herpes simplex virus. Herpes simplex virus uh, the lesions are vesicular lesions. Vesicular lesions painful. HSV1, HSV2. HSV1 rarely cause genital infection. Exclusively HSV2, herpes simplex virus 2 causes genital lesions. Okay. Next, comparison of sexual transmitted infections feature syphilis, herpes, chancroid, lymphogranuloma, venereum, and donovanosis. Incubation period of first incubation period syphilis 9 to 90 days, herpes 2 to 7 days, and chancroid 1 to 14 days, lymphogranuloma, venereum 3 days to 6 weeks, donovanosis 1 to 4 weeks up to 6 months. Genital ulcer painless indurated single in syphilis, multiple painful in herpes, painful soft single or multiple chancroid, that means Haemophilus ducrei. Lymphogranuloma, venereum, chlamydia trachomatis, painless beefy red ulcer seen in donovanosis, Klebsiella granulomatis. Next, lymphadenopathy, painless moderate swelling in syphilis, absence or moderate swelling in herpes, painful soft marked swelling leads to bubo formation, painful and soft in lymphogranuloma, venereum, absent pseudo bubo may be present due to subcutaneous. Thank you.